Hey yo, welcome back to Cardmarket Pokemon. You're back with me, Hot Chalk, and today for our Evolving Skies content run-up, I was told to do a top 6 of the best looking Eeveelutions cards, but I thought let's go a bit better. How about we do the best looking Eevee, Jolteon, Umbreon, Espeon, all of them. So let's get started though, baby. Cheers. But real quick, don't forget about the giveaway. If you leave the comment Eevee down below, you will be entered into a giveaway to win 2 Evolving Skies 3-pack blisters. That sounds good, doesn't it? Let's get involved. Right, so let's get started with my favorite Eevee card. And you know what? There's a few good ones. There is. But I'm going to start off with this Eevee on the ball. Now, this is a UK exclusive promo, so I don't blame it if a lot of you haven't seen it. What it is, it's given out in the game UK to sort of be in a promotion with like the England futsal, which is like football, but indoors, smaller goals, no throw-ins, that sort of stuff. Anyway, I don't know about all that, but basically, all I know is that this Eevee has a football/soccer ball, and it's just pretty fun. Now, it's a shame that you can't really use these in events because technically, like, a Jolteon doesn't evolve from Eevee on the ball, which just made me laugh, though, just saying Eevee on the ball. But just the fact that little Eevee's going around with his little ball, kicking it, just makes me laugh. It makes you think about if Pokemon could play sports, which ones would they be the best at? I don't know. Would Eevee actually be the best at football/soccer? I don't know. But it makes you think, doesn't it? And that's why this Eevee on the ball is my favourite Eevee card. Right then, so my favourite Jolteon card is actually this Light Jolteon from Neo Destiny. I actually haven't seen this card for a long time, but I looked at it and I thought, now this card, again, just encapsulates everything about Jolteon. Like the Eevee on the ball one sort of made me think that Eevee is a little cheeky Pokemon, right? This Light Jolteon makes me think that Jolteon is a loving, Pokemon, lots looking after you. If you had Jolteon as a pet, Jolteon would do its best to look after you if you was in trouble. Just the way it's looking out for that little Togepi and looking away, making sure there's no danger coming, just makes me think Jolteon would be a terrific pet, right? Jolteon was actually one of my favourite Eeveelutions as well. The light Pokemon were interesting, right? They were like Pokemon back in the day that had a little bit less HP, but had a little bit better attacks to compensate. There wasn't too many. I think it was only around for like 2 or 3 sets. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But it's super old card, looks really nice. It has that sort of old sort of art style that I can't really describe. But if you see a Gen 2 or a Gen 1 card, you sort of know what I'm talking about, right? The sort of hard lines with the hard blacks and that. But yeah, I just really like this Jolteon card. It really encapsulated Jolteon really well. And that is why it is my favourite looking Jolteon card. Right, my favourite Flareon card. And let me tell you, I instantly knew which one I was picking for this. I'm going with Flareon EX Full Art from Generations. This card is gorgeous. It was really easy to get hold of as well back in the day because the sort of Radiant collection had a really good pull rate. So you could really tear through these. And this is just a really nice one, this Full Art. I mean, the half art's pretty nice as well. But the Full Art, just the fact you got Flareon in the middle, Jolteon, Flareon either side, it's just a nice looking card in it. Flareon's actually my favourite Eeveelution, in case you didn't know, by the way. And this was actually a really good card as well. That could be maybe making me a little bit biased here, not gonna lie. But that Flash Fire ability, which let you move an energy from a Pokemon back to this once per turn. So in the deck, you would use this Malamar EX, which would put Pokemon to sleep when you attach your energy to it. So you'd attach your energy to that Malamar, put them to sleep, and then move it straight off to the Flareon where it needs to be to attack. So that's pretty cool. It just looks very cuddly. You know what I mean? Flareon just looks very cuddly. Leave it in the comments. Do you think Flareon is the cuddliest looking Eeveelutions? I think it is. This card makes it look very fluffy and cuddly, and that's why it's my favourite Flareon card. Right then, so for my favourite Sylveon card, there really isn't that many to choose from. Right? It only came out in XY. Some of the Guardian cards look pretty good, but I think I'm going to go for the Sylveon GX promo from Guardians Rise. I don't know what it is about this card that just screams very, what's the word? It just screams Sylveon. I think it's the eyes. Eyes are really important when it comes to like pictures and stuff like this, right? Yeah, people are drawn to eyes. And I think with this one, because the eyes so bright on the Sylveon and so wide and pronounced, I'm just really drawn to it. So yeah, I just really like that Sylveon card. It's really nice. It was actually a pretty playable card as well, which again might have been a little bit of bias here, but that magical ribbon attack for 1 energy lets you search your deck for 3 cards and put them in your hand. This saw a lot of play in Gardevoir GX, I should have said. Don't know why it took me a long time to say that, I apologise. And then it also saw a lot of play in its own disruption deck where you'd search out stuff like Lucamine, Hammers, anything like this just to be an irritant Flareon as well. So a pretty cool card. It looks pretty cool, and it's coming out Unite soon as well. That's my favorite Sylveon card, I should say. Right, so we're turning back the hands of time here again with my favourite Vaporeon card. It's actually Vaporeon from Sky Ridge. Now, similar to that light Jolteon I was talking about earlier, it's just got that sort of really old school Pokemon feel and artwork to it, right? You can see it's got those really hard, sharp black lines in comparison to the sort of watercolour everywhere else. But I don't know, but I haven't looked through the Vaporeon cards. This is actually one of the only ones where you see it interacting with water, funnily enough. And I just like the way how it's jumping out the water. You've got that sort of mountain in the background, so that makes you think you're in some sort of tropical area, probably, right? It looks a bit like Australia to me, if you know what I mean. We've got the palm trees in the background. And yeah, I just think it just all around looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really know much about what the card does. I wasn't really playing then. So I don't know if it's a good competitive card. But this is the best looking Eeveelutions card list. And this one looks fan-dabby-dozy, if you ask me. So that's my favourite Vaporeon card. Now, you know what? I actually don't like many Leafeon cards, you know. I think they all look trash. This one, however, from Plasma Freeze is an absolute looker. I love the way that if you don't know much about Plasma Freeze, a lot of the cards' artwork all depict them being in the frozen city, right? I just think that look really contrasts well with Leafeon. You got the sort of dark blue, light blue ice, and you've just got the Leafeon coming through, all looking all bright. It's got the tail exposed. Just looks really cool to me. But again, I might be a little bit biased here because I looked at this card a lot because I played it a lot because it was really playable. Because it had that Energy Crush attack for 1 energy, did 20 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. That was really cool. And yeah, also the plasma borders. That blue border, again with the Plasma Freeze cards, it worked really well because the artwork always depicted a lot of ice. And then you have like the bright Pokemon, in this case Leafeon. And then you'd have the blue borders around the outside. Again, just looks really nice. It's just one of those cards that you just look at it and you think, that is an aesthetic piece of art right there. And that is why it's my favourite Leafeon card. So my favourite Glacial card, we've gone all the way from Sky Ridge all the way to Evolving Skies. Because, like, you know, if you haven't already picked up, I like cards that sort of display emotion from the Pokemon, right? You just sort of get into the Pokemon's head and see how they're feeling. And this Glacial V alternate art really depicts that well. I just like the way it's just there, like, yeah, I know, I'm not really the best Eeveelution. You know, there's probably more playable cards. I know Rayquaza's flying overhead, but I'm just chilling. And I love me a good Sunday chill. And that's what I feel as if this Pokemon, this Pokemon's card was drawn, or this is at least being... Oh, yeah. So I really get the feeling that this was done on a Sunday. This is just everyone on a Sunday chilling it. Like, it's like 10 o'clock, but I don't care. I want to just chill a little bit. I just love the character. Sort of like, it reminds me a little bit of the Tyranitar alternate art. We know he's just there like... Ooh-wee. That's what this Glacial does. She's just there chilling like, yeah, I've got work to do. I should probably get ready to VMAX soon so I can, you know, do some damage and take some prizes. But right now, while I'm a V, I am here just chilling. And I absolutely adore that about this card. That's why it's my favourite Glacial card. Now, I'm keeping with the trend here of Eeveelution alternate arts because we have here mbreon VMAX alternate art. And my lord, if there was like a scale, right, of a graph of like playable and aesthetics, this Umbreon would be off the chart, mate. This, we all know that anytime you have supporters on ability, you have to take the card seriously. What this one does, when you evolve it into a VMAX, you can boss his orders one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't know what I'm talking about that. Let's look at the art of the card though, just the way, what it is with Umbreon, right? But anytime there's like, sort of like Dark City Cathedral-esque type pictures, I'm thinking of this picture from like the Umbreon Darkrai. Just suits it very well, right? Again, contrast, you know, I love me some contrast. You've got the sort of dark Umbreon with the sort of yellow. We know black and yellow is an awesome color combination. But you've got that sort of way it's reaching to the moon. Almost just like that's the sort of off-center part of the picture. It's reaching up there. Then you've got the reds as well. It's just black, red, and yellow and white. All amazing colours when put together. And you can see that here on full display. And it's super playable. And it's single strike. You can see why this is my favourite Umbreon card. And it weren't even close. We can say that some of the Umbreon Darkrai ones actually look pretty good as well. But that's besides the point. This is my favourite Umbreon card. And then my favourite Espeon card is the very exclusive Holy Grail of collectors, Espeon Gold Star. What an awesome looking card. It's actually the only shiny Pokemon card on here as well, obviously depicting Espeon in that green color scheme. And again, you can see the red on the eyes and the red dot. It just looks very nice. The way the holo makes it look like it's running, you know, through, and it's got some speed stuff going on. It's just an amazing looking card, isn't it? There's nothing bad about this card. The fact that it's super collectible, looks really cool, shiny, and the way the cards just look, they're sort of old style again. I like the way the ear just sort of clips over the border, so it really looks like it's running out the card. It just looks amazing, and that's why it's my favorite Espeon card. But let me know what your favorite evolution cards are down there in the comments. Remember, judging aesthetics here, but if you want to tell me a little story about the card as well, I will be listening. Thanks for watching. Don't forget the giveaway as well, and I'll see you all next time.